Welcome back to Marlowe House Presents Legends of the Wild Wastes. On our Friday night hangout, I'm Andrew Marlowe.
I'm Monica Marlowe.
I'm the cure for hiccups.
If only.
If only. No, I don't think we're going to be that lucky. So. Or maybe. So, when last we met, 10 minutes ago, or on the previous reel, we were in the middle of the desert. Trying to get away from desert worms. That's okay, I'll just keep talking until they're gone. And Scott was on a horse with no name, which no one will sing because
so we just called
I hate
him Fred.
that song. Yes, we can call him Fred. Or Sue.
Oh, now Fred's riding Fred. Fred riding Fred. Fred's riding Fred.
I'm thinking that's a bad call. So,
That's a great song.
and we found that the worms themselves make sort of like their own little pearls. Which I'm sure are really gross if we think about it too hard.
Pearls are kind of gross.
If you think about it too hard, yeah. Yep.
Want to see me make pearls with my spit?
No!
That's basically how that worked.
Mm-hmm. We're also snacking. Sorry.
All the nights I didn't bring snacks.
Well, I try not to snack.
I'm
All
not
right.
snacking, and yet I'm still...
I was going to say, we have to keep this up. We're going to go ahead and talk without Andrew. Who knows what will happen then? Surely something terrible.
It's all gonna go bananas.
It goes that way without
It
Andrew not
always
being
goes
talking.
bananas. Okay.
All right.
So, I'm just going to do this, and
Okay.
I'm gonna make weird noises as I hiccup periodically.
Okay.
And, yeah. Things happen.
Okay.
All right. So when we do get, unless something else happens between now and the time we get to our spot to rest, I would like to actually take a little bit closer look at this pearl. See if I can figure out what it is or what it does.
Sure.
Oh.
Go ahead and give me an intellect roll.
All right. Do I get to use ID supernatural?
Yes.
Okay. So I lower it by 1. And I rolled a 10. So it was not enough.
Not enough.
All right. Take a look at it later.
I would help, but you don't get anything for it.
No, because you're a loser.
No, loner.
That too. Different consonant, same meaning. All right. So, we've got a problem. We got like 5 or 6 more
Days,
nights of traveling, and I'm pretty sure that those aren't the only 2 ground worms out there. So I'm not really sure at this point what to I mean, are we just gonna go after them? Are we gonna stop and hope that they don't? I mean,
we don't really have a way to go after them.
not easily. That was disgusting.
Aside from maybe follow them into their tunnels. But that just seems like a bad idea.
Well, and it does take us off track of where we're supposed to be headed. And they're obviously, but there's something intelligent then behind what's going on out here. It's obviously not the worms.
Yeah, I agree with you.
All right.
And it's probably protecting the stash.
Probably. It may not be this specifically, but it does mean that we're in trouble. All right, so we plan to go to sleep.
Okay.
I'm guessing we always leave the horses on watch. And thus, I'm going to do what Scott's doing. I'm going to roll my last, or my instance. So that's 3, 4, 5.
Tomorrow at about midday, you should be hitting according to your map, a crevasse.
Okay.
Of some sort.
Okay.
And then shortly after that, it kind of like winds. It looks like it probably winds down a bit. Like you'll go down into the crevasse.
Okay. If you two don't stop making weird noises, I'm just not going to be able to do this.
I just popped my back twice.
I know. That's what I'm talking about. You guys are noisy.
Like right in the middle where you
It's
can't,
not like
you
I'm
can't
doing it
usually
on
get.
purpose.
I know you're not. Just letting you know. All right.
It's kind of hilarious, I'm certain.
I'm not laughing.
You're not watching at home.
That's true. I'm sure someone will put together. I'm sure someone will put together outtakes of your unfortunate hiccup adventures. All right, so we sleep. We get up. We're gonna have to. Does it look? Well, I guess we'll have to figure out if we're gonna climb or not when we get there. I mean, I'm not gonna climb. I don't know what you're gonna do, but I'm not. I'm not worried about it. Not my problem. Can you climb?
Mm-hmm.
That's good. You're a glaive, or well, you're not a glaive, but you're a glaive, aren't you?
Part of wilderness survival.
Oh, okay.
Mhm.
What is your class again? Or your
Exiled warrior who controls beasts.
warrior? I was type. That's what I was looking for. Warrior. So you are.
Terry's not laughing much. Now go ahead.
It's funny. All right. So we get to the crevasse, and what's it look like down there? I mean, we can talk without you if you like.
So the next day, you head out, and you get to the crevasse, and the trail actually kind of winds down a really narrow path that goes down along the side of the crevasse, and it actually goes deep down, and you can kind of follow this like break in the land, and a couple hours after you get there,
Mm-hmm.
the entire land kind of like you kind of go down and out and around, and the land starts to actually like you can see where it's like the little heat cracks are turning into bigger cracks,
Okay.
and you're maneuvering your way through these deep chasms, and you can see actually in the earth above you and around you
Mm-hmm.
a number of what look to be burrow holes.
Like worm burrow holes.
Mm-hmm.
This is not good.
Still not a shape-shifting gorilla. All powered up in armor.
Yet.
Or stupid leprechaun dragging us through everything. Armies of the dead.
Oh.
Bull crap.
Okay. I think the heat's getting to him.
That day,
Seriously, Mary can just boil in a stew.
That's kind of where I'm thinking.
it gets to be noon,
Oh, I thought we were traveling at night.
or not noon, dawn.
Okay.
It gets to be dawn, and sun starts to come up, and it does so. You can see a large expanse of the ground basically opens up, and you're at the bottom of a large basin
Okay.
as you kind of come out of this particular ravine. It opens up, and it just opens way up. There are towering walls around the outside of this ravine at 50 to 100 feet high.
Okay.
And out across the dirt, you can see the flickering light of the flame. only it seems to go out in waves. Almost like it's tidal. You can see just shifts in the way the dirt lays out that cause it to go black here and there and just...
Did you hear that?
Did I think there's someone drunk?
Might have been me then.
It might have been. How much have you had to drink?
It's the wrong place to be drinking.
It is. What were you thinking?
I was thinking with me wine gullet.
Apparently. Alright.
Dozens of the worms.
Dozens of worms. Alright, well they've stepped up their game. And it's still beyond that, huh?
Somewhere just beyond it, there should be a cave or something else.
Well, I mean, I know how I'm going to get across it, but we got to figure out how you're going to get across it.
Why?
But as the sun rises,
Uh-huh.
it all settles down.
They go to sleep during the day? Could it be that easy?
That would be some bull crap.
That's what I'm thinking.
But better than nothing.
Okay.
And this stretch of land, it's pretty open. It's another day or two across it. And you don't see the sign of the band of darkness because it's being so crisscrossed with the worms.
Okay, so we don't really have any way. We're going to have a hard enough time trying to follow.
What does it look like to you? Or is it still kind of messing with your head?
Well, it still does that, but the worms moving through it have kind of disrupted it. Can I figure out at least where the path starts on the far side? Or
On your side, yes. The far side, you can't even see the far side.
Okay. We have to cross that still.
That is at least a day across.
All right. Compared to the map.
With dozens of the worms right here, probably hundreds across the expanse.
Okay. Looking at the map. Excuse me. Looking at the map and knowing where the path is right now. Can I make a good estimate as to where it is we're headed for across the... Okay. Of course, the problem is that the fire doesn't seem to hurt them any, and it doesn't stop them from getting us. But I mean, we can figure our way out across.
Taking a look at your map there, is it possible that part of the enchantment is to sort of keep the worms away?
I don't know. I mean, it doesn't seem to be... It burns the sheet, not... It burns the worms. But I'll take a look at it while we're waiting to pass, I guess, a night and reset our clock to move during the day. Or do we want to try to push forward a little bit and camp out there at night?
I mean, we may not have much of a choice.
Well, what I'm asking is that we've been traveling at night. And now it looks like the best time to cross here is to do it during the day. Do we want to camp now? And then get up maybe a little bit in the afternoon and start moving.
And then camp again for the
night.
night.
And then camp again for the night. Or we could push through now while it's still cooler. And then when it gets really hot, stop. And then stay through the night and then push forward again in the morning. It's probably better to do it that way, but
probably
we're going to be tired.
Yeah.
All right, so we push forward as long as we can until it gets to be too hot and we really need to stop.
All right. So as you start trekking out across it,
mm-hmm.
Each hour uh, you lose 4 might.
What? For what?
Because it's so
Well,
hot.
there's no point in doing
Yeah.
it. I only have 8 might.
Gonna have to go
there's
back then.
so there's no point. Well, we would just stop.
Yeah.
But I mean, there's no point
So
in
you can
even
make it
doing
a couple of hours.
Yeah, but then I'd have 0 might. I wouldn't do that.
And you rest and keep pushing on. It's just really hard to do. Actually, it's probably like 2 might the first hour. Like the first 2 hours is probably because you'd be early in the day, so it's like 2 might the first 2 hours. So you can make a couple of hours a decent time, and then as it gets hotter, it would increase to 3 and then 4.
Well, so we would get like 3 hours. And then I would be incapacitated.
Barring your rest.
Right.
This is probably why it takes over a week to get out there.
No, it'll take us longer than a week. We were gauging what it looked like on the map. We did not realize it was going to be like this.
Yeah, it is. This is like way hotter than out here during the day. It is way hotter than you'd expect. You can make might rolls to mitigate some of that loss, though.
I'm willing if you are.
The base. That's the base.
Well,
That's
I mean,
just
we're
the
gonna-
base loss.
12.
All right, so you don't lose any that hour.
11. Plus my defense.
No, you
You're
got
good
it.
too.
Okay. Second hour. And I get an automatic might effort. 12.
17.
So you're pushing along pretty good without suffering too much difficulty.
He says that now. We're going to roll ones. Woo! 16.
11.
Okay. So now we're into the 3-point hours.
That's not good. I rolled a 4.
And you take 3 points.
5.
All right, I think we're done.
And your armor doesn't lessen that any.
Yeah.
Right.
Because this is more exhaustion based.
Right.
So we set up camp. I think we should probably just sleep for the
So
night.
you
then.
set up camp, and as the sun goes down, the earth starts to tremble.
Of course it does.
But you're not moving. So by and large, they leave you alone. It does get a little nerve-wracking when one of them passes about 4 feet from your campsite, and your entire tent kind of like does this like sink thing, and the tent, the tent supports kind of like cave in when the ground.
So we have to
droops,
like
whole
reset
tent
the.
droops.
So we have to like reset the tent. That's great. Have we seen any? We've not seen any surface animals at all.
Mm-mm.
What the hell do these things live off of each other? I mean, that doesn't make any sense.
Could be.
Wonder if they're just.
Could be some subterranean
Yeah.
creatures as well.
Well, I think what we probably ought to start doing then is just traveling during. So, do they start to slow down in the like dawn hours, and they don't start up until it's closer to dark?
Mm-hmm.
All right, so I think we're probably going to be just doing the
Yeah.
twilight and. All right, so
we're not gonna make you roll all the way through. We establish what it's
God.
kind of like, and that's how you go ahead and start traveling. We're going to cover the couple of days really quickly here. But every day you do find yourselves kind of taxed to your limits walking.
I'm glad he has the hiccups now.
At least we're not carrying an industrial strength hairdryer.
What? Anyway.
No, nothing.
Nothing.
It's my industrial strength hair dryer, and I can't live without it.
What is that from?
Spaceballs.
Oh, I forgot. Oh my god.
I feel like my nerd card should be revoked.
I do too, because he said it and I knew it.
I know. I was like,
But I don't remember. Alright, so we're walking.
you're walking.
We're walking.
Dragging.
This really makes great
It is well. No,
radio.
you find yourselves that everything is dragging along, and you're not making as much progress as you had really ever planned on, and you're beginning to worry about your supplies.
Well, yes. Even if we packed a little heavy, we're still. I'm gonna eat my peanut butter.
So you finally arrive
Yay!
at the spot on the map.
There better not be
You
an
are-
empty hole here. Could be pissed.
Hmm?
Nothing.
It actually appears to be like, it's kind of get that look of like Petra.
Okay. So it's like down
So
in the earth.
It's down, you're kind of coming up on that area where it's down on the earth, and the front facade is carved from the side of the stone, and it looks like this sort of like towering temple. There are 4 sets of double doors set behind a row of 8 pillars.
Okay. I have a terrible feeling about this.
Yeah, it's a shame they went so small.
This.
It's big.
It's got room for higher ceilings, I think.
I have a very bad feeling about this. So, at the risk of blowing my mind, I scan the place
Okay.
and scan it for a bit to see if I can kind of figure out what's going on, or until my eyes are burnt out.
You kind of scan around. You find lots of those filaments seem to be tied off somewhere inside.
Interesting. I report that. I wonder if this is part of its defense system.
Could be.
But why would you leave a path untainted by all of this and then not allow the person, whatever's passing on it? It's strange.
Did you ever figure out what that pearl does?
No, because I forgot to roll again. Let me see. Oh, I rolled a 19. What a great time to roll a 19. I identify it.
It gives you a might edge of 2
Ooh,
Nice.
for 24 hours.
nice.
And it looks like it can be activated through the pearl. Whatever is still inside of it.
Okay.
It's like a fortune cookie.
You know what the best part is? Is even if I use it, I bet the pearl is still of value when it's all said and done. I imagine that just did not happen because Andrew's like, I'm not giving her that too. 'Cause he's a jerk.
Well, if you don't want it,
Oh, I do want it.
because being a jerk, I'd have been like, no, you have to crack it open to get to it.
Yes, I appreciate you not making us do that.
You'll need to make a might roll with your arm,
Okay, just stop.
crush it, and that's how you activate the cipher.
Okay, yeah.
Maybe I should have done that, because that's kind of a cool visual.
We'll think about it. We'll see what happens when I need it. All right. So, do all the doors appear to be
They're
untrapped? They're stone. All right. I imagine these are going to be heavy.
Probably. Good thing we got the armor.
Go up to one of the sets of doors. Excuse me. Go up to one of the sets of doors and see what may heads up.
Okay, so as you get down there,
Or down, I guess.
yeah, you kind of like head over.
Mm-hmm.
You find that the doors are all marked with lines.
Could you be more specific?
One set of doors is marked with kind of wavy lines that lean up, that kind of go up, so they kind of make like water
Uh-huh.
waves, but they're vertical.
Uh-huh.
One does the same thing sideways.
Okay.
One is very straight lines across sideways,
Okay.
and the other one is straight lines up and down.
Okay. Are these alchemical symbols?
No.
Are you sure?
Mhm.
Am I sure? Is there anything in front of the doors?
The only other thing on the doors are, like they're sort of like inset holes. They almost look like a keyhole, but
Okay.
it's like this big.
Okay.
Set it just slightly higher than human arm or hand. So just slightly higher than about chest height.
It's round?
Mhm.
Pop a pearl in it.
Pearl rolls in, clatters against something, and kind of rolls back out.
Okay.
It's worth a try.
About how far did it go back?
Maybe a foot.
Okay. Can we actually see into the back then?
It's dark.
I crackle some lightning
Yeah,
in
you
it.
got hedge magic. You could crack off some
Okay.
lightning and like look like a flashlight.
Okay.
In the crackling light,
Uh-huh.
you can see a single rod at the back
Uh-huh.
with that's sort of sitting on it. So it's almost like a T. So it's sitting on a post like this.
Okay.
So the rod's kind of like this in the and there's a post it's attached to at the back end of it.
So like the post goes back into the wall or comes towards us?
It goes into the wall.
Okay. I'm not sure. Can I see if there are any mechanism that like
Have
to move
really
it?
see. That could be the mechanism to move it.
I'm afraid to stick my hand in there. Bad things happen when you stick your hands in holes that you can't see into.
Oh, I've seen that movie.
I have seen that movie. I'm not feeling so lucky. I really like my hands. They really fill this armor out. They make it complete. So with hedge magic, can I like push on it a little? Does it give at all?
Only a little.
Okay.
You can feel it give, but you cannot move it. It is more weight than.
Then hedge magic will do anyway. Okay. All right, it's time to go to the supernatural and see if I sparks any ideas. Not with a 7, be my guess. Even with the additional intellect skill.
What kind of markings are around here?
Straight vertical, straight horizontal, wavy vertical, and wavy horizontal.
No, I have seen this movie.
I have seen this movie too, but I wasn't going to say anything about it until we gave it a shot in character to see if we could actually accidentally discover it.
There's it's just those markings on the.
Mhm.
There's nothing else around here.
Yeah, the doors are actually ridged. You get up there and they're like ridges carved in the doors. And only to about the halfway mark.
Start touching on them a little bit.
Okay. They're stone.
Is there anything on the pillars marked?
Mm-mm. Most everything else here is pristine.
I breathe
You
heavily.
can see quite a bit of paint residue,
Okay.
like something might have once been here, but it is all eroded.
Well, being that the armor is clay, essentially, we can rule out that it's like element based.
I'm not sure about that. Do the filaments that go in there, do they seem to go through the doors, or are they like under the ground?
Make through the ground.
Okay. Sorry.
That's a discovery.
Well, the problem is that, I mean, like, I'm pretty sure I know how to solve it, but I'm not really sure how my character's going to come to that realization. But I'm thinking about spending these 4 XP to help me figure that out.
Good use for it.
I don't know what I need, though. Really wanted to buy something different, like, oh, I don't know, speed or might defense. I'm gonna search through the few books that I brought and increase my internet, my identification.
You're an
My internet. This has been a long day. My identify and understanding of the supernatural.
Okay.
signal boost.
So it might take us a while. I mean, I did have a library. Well, I have a few books.
Well, I did give you a clue that you guys were able to decipher. So with your buying that up, you do realize that those are probably elemental symbols
Okay.
of some sort.
What did we? I rolled a 20. I want to keep that. Can I get my? Didn't have any effort. I rolled a 20. Damn it!
20. Those latches are probably latches inside.
Okay.
You would have to put your hand in the hole and use your arm in your armor like a key.
Okay. And where do the elements play into that?
That you're not certain of.
Okay.
But each one is marked with an element.
All right. So, can I hedge magic fire?
If you want.
I set my hand on fire and I stick it in the door with the fire symbol, and I try to turn the latch.
Okay. You're not certain whether it's the fire or just the way it works on its own, but reaching in, you're able to turn the latch without any difficulty. You hear it snap, and then you hear this like rattle of chains, this grinding of gears, and the doors begin to raise.
Interest, all of them?
Just the ones there.
Okay. Well, this is going to be bad because now my arm's up here.
It raises everywhere but where your arm is. That piece stays. It becomes like a dome-topped thing just inside of the door.
Like a Okay, kind of like a pillar of
Yeah,
its own.
it's like a little pillar of its own.
Okay.
But you didn't even see the seams in it before it starts to lift up.
All right. Then, actually, your arm's terracotta. Go do the one that's earth. See if it works.
Which one's dot?
All right, so
The one with the
so Monica, before you get that far,
Okay.
the door goes up.
Oh, it doesn't. Oh, it didn't stop. Oh, I'm sorry. Okay.
And once it's to full, the whole way up,
Mm-hmm.
suddenly there's a flash of light and a blast of heat comes out of the area, and it is full of fire.
I'm on fire. This is terrible.
You're not on fire, but you are now currently sweating in your armor because you're standing in front of the largest bonfire you have ever stood in front of.
What the hell's going on here?
Your terracotta's getting fired a second time.
It'll be nice and sooty and hopefully stronger. All right. If I release when I undoubtedly release the lever because it startles me.
And you back away from it.
Uh-huh.
The wall of fire starts moving towards you.
The hell is that?
I don't think I can punch that.
I walk around
And then it kind of like, as it comes out,
Uh-huh.
it rises into a more or less humanoid shape
Uh-huh.
and roars
Maybe
we
should have gone with the air
with
one.
the sound of a blast furnace.
Should have gone with the air one first. Does it threaten me or is it just roar?
It kind of like roars, braces itself, and steps out and keeps moving towards you.
I keep backing up a little.
Okay, give me an initiative roll.
I was afraid of that. 13. Gotta get 8. That's because you're standing on the other side saying, which one's the earth one? Oh no.
This thing is,
So screwed.
it's big.
Yeah, it is big. No joke. I don't have anything that can fight fire.
It looks like there's a little bit more substantial to it than just your regular fire.
Uh-huh.
It's got something to it. It's like the embodiment of fire.
All right.
What did you roll for initiative?
13.
Did you have anything spent on it?
Hell no, I just spent all my XP on identifying the supernatural.
Scott, what did you roll?
8.
Because
Okay.
he did so much better than me.
So, Monica, you're kind of standing there like, oh my god, and you're kind of like backing away from it as it comes out,
Uh-huh.
kind of giving it that look like I can't hurt fire, and it just kind of like points at you or something, and a big chunk of it dislodges, and it comes sailing at you. Basically hurls a portion of itself like a fireball
The hell is
right
going
at you.
on here? I try to dodge.
All right, so give me a speed defense roll.
I'm gonna miss you when I'm dead. Yeah, no, that didn't. I rolled a 5, and even with my automatic effort, there's nothing there.
Okay. So you get hit for 10 points of damage.
Oh man, that hurts. I am on the damage track.
Ooh, that hurts a lot.
Well, I've made no secret that I only have 8 and 9.
I know. Did you take off for your armor?
Yeah.
Are you still on the damage track?
Just barely not. Would you say 10?
Yes.
I have 1 might left.
Keeps you off the damage track.
It does.
And it seems to move incredibly fast.
Okay. Keep it busy.
Keep it. The hell, man.
All right. Is it my turn?
It's you and Scott.
All right.
So am I not opening this door?
Don't open the door. I far step behind it
Okay.
into where it came from.
Into the tunnel?
Yeah.
Okay, so you like do your lightning crackle thing and into the door.
And hopefully it didn't see me. I'm pretty sure it did.
Right, so go ahead and give me a stealth roll.
Okay.
Wait, what about me?
That's why I said keep it busy. 6. It'd have to be pretty stupid. It'd have to be pretty stupid. I rolled a 6.
Okay. So, Scott, what are you doing? Keeping it busy.
Keeping it busy, I guess.
Open the water door. That's not a bad idea. I had thought about that.
I did too. Of course, the last thing we need is a fire elemental and a water elemental running around.
Exactly.
But screw it. It seems like a good idea.
Well, then go do it.
Okay, you reach in and you turn it. No problems. And the door begins to rise.
Run.
Stand out of its way.
And you like duck to the side just as this torrent of water rolls out into the courtyard. And it's like a tidal wave
Nice.
bursting past you. We're actually going to do this.
Oh no, we're going to do something terrible.
Pass that to Scott.
Oh, Scott. I'm so
Man.
now you have enough to do something that will probably make you wish you'd hang on to it so that you could re-roll one.
Okay.
So you gonna take it?
Yeah, I'll take it.
Okay. So, you open the water door and you like try to step to the side to keep it from, barreling you over. And as it rushes past you, you kind of lose your footing and you get caught up in the tidal flow and find yourself smacked into the ground out in the middle of the area where the other elemental is as well. So you're now between the ginormous fire elemental and the ginormous water elemental.
Crap.
So, like, you kind of like do like this whole like, tumble thing out there, caught in the rush of water, and you kind of get yourself to your feet, and they're like facing off on either side of you. You don't take any damage from that. You just ride out, and you're like, oh, crap.
Alright.
Alright. Is it their turn then?
Yes.
Okay, that's what I thought.
So, beginning with the fire elemental, go ahead and give me a speed defense.
Okay. 19.
Are you putting any effort on that?
Now I got the skilled.
Okay.
Actually, I get the free effort too.
Remember, you're limited on how much effort you spend, though. So
Yeah.
even with the free one can tap you out.
Oh, yeah, let's
Oh,
hold
I
on to
didn't
that.
realize it.
Mhm.
I didn't realize that.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I'll hold on to that, just go with the skilled.
Okay.
Specialized,
Make sure
whatever.
that
S.
we'll look at it again later.
Okay.
I'm thinking maybe you, but we'll just deal with that.
I got the S.
So you
still
like,
get 2.
So you lower it by 2, and you rolled a 19. So you're in really good shape from the fire elemental. The water elemental goes to like smash its hand down on you and like pin you in place with hydraulic force. So go ahead and give me another speed defense roll.
Mean. I guess I can throw effort at this one. Good thing, too. Rolled a 9, and I've got the 2 steps plus the effort.
How many efforts?
1.
And you rolled a 9?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you're going to take 4 points of damage.
Okay.
Wait. Okay, he reduced it by 3. I just wanted to...
I know.
Okay.
I'm doing my math over
Okay,
here.
all right, sorry.
You take 4 points of damage and are currently immobilized.
Is that 4 before or after armor?
Before. I don't know what your armor does, so I'm giving you all the numbers before.
Okay.
The fire elemental is actually more painful than the water elemental.
Can't imagine what.
However, the water elemental can do this thing where he basically holds you in place just by spraying you with water continuously. So it's
Power
sort
wash.
it's sort of going to be like stasis,
Okay.
in that it's unlikely the fire elemental will be able to hurt you much with it, as long as the water elemental is the one holding you.
I'm okay with this.
And they're too big for me to stasis, correct?
Oh, yes. These are bigger than the worms.
Okay.
These are like, in Pathfinder terms, these are huge.
Okay. Wow. So... Is it my turn? Or
So
Scott?
yes, it is
Okay.
Scott's turn. Scott's turn, however, is a might roll to try to get free or do nothing. Or do something mental. Your body is currently immobilized.
For now, I'm going to do nothing, because with the fire elemental right there, this is probably actually the safest place I can be.
Fair. Fair. Do you have any mental actions you want to take?
They're not beasts. I can't talk to them.
Okay.
Alright. Is there anything inside the space where the fire elemental came out of?
You want to send King inside with her?
Yeah, I can do that.
Because can't you see through his eyes?
No.
No. You don't have anything like that yet.
Not yet.
Is there anything on the inside here?
Yeah, it's a hallway. And you can see several suits of power armor, or not power armor, but
Power of a terracotta armor.
terracotta
Okay.
armor lining the walls.
Alright. I need to do a refresh, though, before I do anything else. Hey, I don't have one mic anymore. Oh, that's enough. Alright. I take a quick breather, take a
Okay.
quick look around.
And it leads deeper into a larger, like, inner chamber.
Okay.
There's also a summoning circle that you pass over.
Oh, for the fire elemental.
Mm-hmm.
That I probably triggered. Okay, so we've never talked about what happens in these situations. What happens if I break this summoning circle? Does it get sent back to where it came from? Or does it get set free? You want to think about that?
That is somewhat unpredictable.
Okay.
But if you want to spend XP, I would let you spend 2 XP for a player intrusion.
If only I had to.
Now, if Scott wants to lend you one, I'll let
Well, I
you
can't
guys
do
it
anything. I
together.
can't actually do anything this round anyway because I've
You
already
could try to I was going to say, if you want to give me your last one, we'll do it for your last one.
Okay.
And then you'll have to make a
Intellect.
alchemy roll.
Okay.
Basically, an intellect alchemy roll. Difficulty to be a little higher because you didn't have 2, but
Well, Scott was willing to give me 2. Did you want to give me 1 for this? I mean,
sure, I'll let that work. And
I can
then,
only spend 2 effort though. So I mean, I can only reduce it by so much.
Mm-hmm.
so you're like, I think I might have an idea.
But it'll have to wait till the next round. Because I need to slap a band-aid on here.
I need 6 seconds. 6 seconds to formulate this plan.
Yes.
Or something like
Or
that.
something like that. Or I have to get something out of my pack.
Mm-hmm.
So okay. So Scott's turn was to stand there and take it.
Right.
I'm so sorry.
The fire elemental is basically bellowing. It blasts some fire at you, and sure enough, the water in its constant flow keeps most of it away from you. It absorbs most of the heat and just disperses it. It is boiling hot across the outside of your armor, so your armor is getting a lot hotter as it blasts you this way. But fortunately, with the convection of the cold water flowing through, you're not roasting.
Yeah.
You're just a little boiling, like you're simmering right now.
It's a low simmer. Certainly a lot easier to take. The water elemental continues to blast you, which is going to potentially cause damage. So you can either make a speed defense roll to try to kind of get away from it, or if you want to continue to hang out here, I'll let you make a might defense roll to shrug off the damage.
Just gonna hang out. 7 with the might defense.
Right, that is not enough. So go ahead and take the 4 points before
Okay.
your armor.
All right,
And you're still not moving anywhere.
it's fine.
Not moving is good.
At least not without an action to try to break free. Are you just gonna hang out here again?
I'm just gonna continue to hold the action until something changes.
Okay.
All right. So what am I doing here? Am I gonna try to? So I'm gonna try to break the summoning circle.
So you're gonna try to see if you can figure out a way to do it.
Okay.
So your first action here, you're gonna spend your first few moments. You probably pull out your books from your pack and start like rummaging through, like trying to fast find the right thing.
Mm-hmm.
So give me an academics alchemy type roll.
Okay. So am I still looking at understand supernatural?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So that'll lower it by 2, and I'll throw 1 intellect on it. Ah, damn it!
What did you get?
I rolled an 8.
Okay.
It hit my other die, and it stopped its roll.
You did not outright fail, so it's not over.
Okay.
But you have not succeeded yet.
It looks like a bird.
A manifest.
No, that's King.
Oh, that's right.
So, another round of steam cooking, Flynn. Are you doing it, Finn? Are you doing anything you're going to maintain?
He's like, this is the best shower I've
maintain.
had in a long time.
Right?
Your armor is actually getting super clean.
That's probably the cleanest that armor's ever been.
13 with a might defense.
Okay. 13 with the might defense. You do not take any damage this round.
I guess there's no point in letting them continue to do what they're doing. I also drop another one on it. This time I have a 16 now.
Okay. You think you have the answer. There's a diagram in one of your esoteric books, and you're like, da. And now you know what things to make changes on. That will be an action for next round.
Okay.
And you're fairly certain that in making this change, you will release it. And as long as it is the way most elementals are,
Mm-hmm.
it will just make a break for home.
Okay.
It is unlikely to stay in Rampage.
Okay.
Best guess.
Okay. I mean, sure.
There's maybe a 20% chance that it stays.
This can't be good.
Or maybe a 20% chance that it leaves. One or the other. You're not quite certain. That makes it 50-50, right?
Something like that. I'm sure you'll be fine.
So you're hanging out
as
one
I
more
say,
round?
As I say to
Go
King,
ahead and give me one
I'm
more
sure he'll
resist
be
roll.
fine.
12 on the die with might defense.
Okay. So you don't take any more damage that run either.
This has made the trip worth it.
This is the best fountain ever. This is like a sauna. Or no, it's actually more like a spa. All right. So do I have...
It's basically just trying to crush Scott into oblivion, and it's just not working because you guys have power armor.
I know, thank God. All right, do I need to make a roll for this?
Yes. go ahead and give me that.
And I will still be, so I'll be able to lower it by 4 total.
It's the
correct?
same thing again, because you're just making sure you make the right adjustment.
Okay, so I'm gonna lower. I'm gonna spend 2 effort. What?
20% chance, no more than 25. Depending on the phase of the moon, 35%. Maybe a coin toss, but no worse than that.
Pretty much. All right, so I've lowered it by 4, and I rolled a 14.
Hey Siri, flip a coin.
It's tails.
Hate him. 3 out of 4 tops.
So you make your adjustments.
You know, I actually have a 2-sider, right?
Yes, but now everybody else's Siri went and flipped a coin too.
Mine didn't.
Shh.
All right, so what happens with this fire elemental?
So she makes an adjustment. For a moment, nothing seems to change outside.
Mm-hmm.
Well, he doesn't even know what I'm doing. I mean, hell, I might have run away.
She's in there looting all the best armor.
She's such a bitch.
There's a bellow from the fire elemental, and then it just like immolates into nothing. It just kind of like flares really bright and kind of like into the air a bit, and then it's gone.
Oh, that's nice.
Take care of the other one.
What are we going to do about the other tree?
I'm working on it. Actually, I only have to take care of one. So if I go back down into the hallway, does it lead back behind everybody's and their doors to the other 3
Yes.
as well? So I go back. So I go down to the water one.
Okay.
Hopefully not tripping anything on my way.
All right, so Scott, give me another one.
17.
You're still good. Although you're starting to kind of feel it, like in the armor, it's like creaking a bit. And
Oh, it's getting soggy.
I'm done.
But I'll be honest, in this heat, that's not so bad.
well, and
Now that the fire's
fire
gone.
elemental's gone, it is getting it's the water inside's getting a little bit cooler. It's washing away the rest of the residual heat. It kind of is probably kind of nice.
This is nice. Can we keep this one?
It's probably still stressful because you're like,
Well, if
But-
it was going to stop crushing you, yeah, but I don't think it's going to do that. So, all right. So this time, is it the same kind of summoning circle?
it is the same kind of summoning.
Am I going to be able to make changes without having to?
Yeah, you guesstimate the changes should be about the same because they are using the same.
It just alters for the element. So
Right.
the rest of the regular summoning, the base summoning should be the same. So I should be able to make the same changes.
Correct.
All right, then I do that.
Okay, and then suddenly, Scott, there is no more water.
Aw.
Like, all of it just kind of like instead of the other one kind of like went into the air. This one like crashes down around
Falls
on
apart.
you and just
You're dripping
seeps
wet.
into the ground beneath you.
Oh, man.
Poke my head out. Are you really complaining that I just took out 2 elementals?
I mean, the first one, that was awesome. The second one, that was kind of nice.
You look really good. Did you take a bath?
His
Me-
armor's like all
Me and me armor.
Ting! Get in
A
here.
good scrubbing.
Get in here. There's
It
treasure.
is deep scrubbed. There are details you've probably never seen.
That's what
This is fantastic.
Wow, it actually tells a story over here.
Like engravings and paint and stuff.
I know.
The paint's not there, but
No,
I mean,
it's
the
that's-
engravings are all.
Man, now
I
I
can
feel
have
like
this touched up.
oh, now I feel like I should go get mine done, detailed. Your horse is probably pissed as hell. Stupid human.
Yeah, the armor is not terribly happy with this. You can tell it's like kind of like That was not fun. But at the same time, it's also, you know, a war horse, so it's got some dignity.
It's pissed. It's probably pouting. All right, get in here. Stuff's in the back.
Clomp, 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 clomp.
And again, there are suits. The ones in the hallway you came in first
Uh-huh.
were actually kind of enameled red.
Oh, okay, so
Red
they
and-
have different
red and gold.
colors. Uh-huh.
These are all blue, green, and purple.
Okay.
Holy Mulder.
And these all show, like, their enameled colors are not quite perfectly pristine, but they're pretty rich and original.
Okay. This is amazing.
This is like nothing I've ever seen.
I know.
And it's like nothing anyone else is going to see until next week.
As you kind of, like, come in,
Uh-huh.
you hear clip, clip, clip through the hallway. And you see this old, wrinkled man with this, you know, bushy, like, castaway beard
Okay.
come around the corner with this, like, makeshift cane. And he looks at you, and we'll be back next week.
Okay. So, I'm Monica Marlowe.
I'm Andrew Marlowe.
I'm clean and fresh.
Thank God. Will you actually shower next week?
What?
Get in character. This was an intervention.
Have a good night, everybody.
Have a good
We'll
night,
see you
everybody.
next week.